The Korthak High Command had made their decision. After 3 failed orbital bombardments and the loss of 2 entire fleets to the humans' impossible defenses, they would deploy the Devourer of Worlds. General Zix-9 watched through the viewing portal as technicians made final preparations to the massive creature floating in the containment field. The beast was 30 meters of pure nightmare, scales harder than starship hulls, claws that could rend through neutronium, and a maw capable of swallowing shuttlecraft whole. It had consumed the populations of 7 worlds before the Korthak had managed to capture and weaponize it. "Sir, the human delegation has arrived," reported his aide. Zix-9's mandibles clicked in satisfaction. The humans had requested this meeting, after learning of the Korthak's ultimate weapon. No doubt they wished to surrender before witnessing their homeworld's destruction. The human ambassador entered the chamber, a small, pale creature that barely reached Zix-9's thorax. She wore simple clothing and carried what appeared to be primitive tools. Her name was Sarah Chen. An intelligence report suggested she was some kind of food preparation specialist rather than a military leader. The human's choice of negotiator was puzzling. "Ambassador Chen," Zix-9 rumbled, his translator converting the sounds into the human's simple language. "I trust you have come to discuss terms of surrender." The human tilted her head, studying the massive creature beyond the containment field. "That's your ultimate weapon? The Devourer of Worlds?" "Indeed. This creature has... How's it taste?" Zix-9 paused, certain the translation had malfunctioned. What did you say?" Chen pulled out a small device and began scanning the creature. "I asked about the flavor profile. Texture too, if you know it. I'm trying to figure out the best cooking method." The general's 4 eyes blinked in sequence. "You wish to... cook the Devourer of Worlds?" "Well, yeah, look at it." Chen gestured enthusiastically at the writhing beast. "That's at least 40 tons of prime meat. The marbling on those flanks suggests it'll be incredibly tender. And those claws? Perfect for making stock. My grandmother always said the best. Broths come from creatures with the biggest claws." Several Korthak officers began chattering nervously among themselves. Zix-9 raised a manipulator for silence. "Ambassador, perhaps you do not understand. This creature has devoured entire civilizations. Its hide cannot be pierced by plasma cannons. Its breath can melt—" "Oh, the tough hide's not a problem," Chen interrupted, now circling the containment field and taking notes. "We'll need to slow roast it, maybe 250 degrees for, let's see, probably 18 to 20 hours. Low and slow, that's the key. The hide will break down beautifully and all that collagen will turn into gelatin. You ever had properly braised monster? Life-changing." Zix-9 felt his confidence wavering. But it's venomous. Its saliva can dissolve." "Venom's just concentrated protein," Chen said dismissively. "Breaks down completely with heat treatment. Might even add some umami to the final dish. We could use the venom sacs for seasoning, kind of like a spicy, fermented condiment." The aide leaned close to Zix-9. "Sir, should we release the creature?" The general hesitated. Something about the human's casual confidence was deeply unsettling. "Ambassador Chen, surely you cannot be serious about consuming our ultimate weapon." Chen looked up from her notes, genuinely surprised. "Why not? Back home we have a saying. If it moves, someone's figured out how to cook it. This thing's basically a cross between a crocodile and a dragon. I've cooked both." "You've cooked dragons?" "Well, dragon analogs from the Rigel system. Bit gamey, but excellent when properly prepared. The trick is to remove the fire glands before they taint the meat." She peered closer at the devourer. "This one looks like it has similar anatomy. See those sacs near the throat? Those'll need to come out first thing." An uncomfortable silence fell over the chamber. The devourer, as if sensing their discussion, let out a bone-shaking roar that made the containment field flicker. Chen's eyes lit up. "Oh, it's got good lung capacity. That suggests well-developed chest muscles. The brisket on this thing is going to be incredible." "Perhaps," Zix-9 said slowly, "we should demonstrate the creature's power. Computer. Project. The recordings of the Devourer's previous conquests. Holographic displays showed the beast in action, tearing through starships, consuming fleeing populations, laying waste to entire continents. The images were designed to inspire terror. Chen watched with the focused attention of a professional. Very active lifestyle. That means lean muscle tissue. We'll want to brine it first, maybe 24 hours in a salt solution with some sugar and herbs. Rosemary grows well in artificial gravity, and I think I saw some wild thyme on your agricultural decks. You were on our agricultural decks? Zix9 demanded. Oh yes. Had to check what ingredients were available. Your hydroponics bay has some excellent root vegetables, by the way. Perfect for a classic pot roast preparation. I'm thinking we do a traditional Earth-style Sunday dinner. Roasted beast with root vegetables, maybe some Yorkshire pudding made from the bone marrow drippings. The Devourer chose that moment to slam against its containment field, nearly overloading the generators. Warning alarms began blaring throughout the ship. Chen clapped her hands together. Oh, it's still got plenty of fight. That's perfect. The adrenaline will keep the meat tender, though we'll want to let it rest for a few hours after slaughter to let the stress hormones break down properly. Enough, Zix9 roared. You cannot simply cook our ultimate weapon. Chen raised an eyebrow. Want to bet? Computer, can you project the specifications of a standard Earth barbecue pit? The ship's AI, apparently as confused as everyone else, complied. The hologram showed a relatively simple construction, essentially a large sealed oven. See? Basic technology. We can build one right here in your main hangar. I'll need about 6 hours for construction, another day for the marinade. To work? Then we're looking at roughly 20 hours cooking time. Call it 2 days total and you'll have the best meal of your lives. The Korthak officers exchanged glances, their ultimate weapon reduced to a dinner discussion. Zix9 made a decision that would later be recorded as the moment the Korthak Empire's expansion stopped forever. Very well, Ambassador Chen, if you can indeed prepare the Devourer of Worlds, the Korthak will consider a permanent peace treaty with humanity. Chen grinned. Now you're talking. Fair warning, though, once you taste proper barbecue, you'll never want to conquer another world. Too busy planning your next cookout. 3 days later, as Zix9 savored what could only be described as the most delicious meal in galactic history, he realized the humans had done something no weapon ever could. They had made war seem utterly pointless compared to the simple pleasure of a perfectly prepared dinner. The Devourer of Worlds was indeed absolutely delicious.